Can God's chosen people still be jerks? Hi, I'm Bryn Jocelyn, a Bible nerd trying to better understand my Bible and help others do the same. And in Genesis 16, we have Abraham and Sarah, a couple chosen by God to start a whole new nation who would lead the rest of the world back to Him. They can't have children themselves, and so they use their Egyptian slave, Hagar. Abraham gets her pregnant, but once she's given birth, Sarah gets jealous and insists that Hagar be cast out into the wilderness. There's heated debate on whether this was consensual or not, but the historical and cultural context make it clear that Hagar had little to no agency in the matter. Either way, you can't get around the fact that they used this poor girl and then cast her aside. So Hagar leaves and ends up crying out to God, a foreigner rejected by those chosen by God. Yet in her rejection, she meets God. God lifts her up and blesses her. She is one of the first people in the Bible to name God, El Roi, the God who hears me. Those chosen by God behaved poorly, but the one that should have been far from God and who suffered at the hands of God's chosen is the one that encounters God. And this theme appears time and time again in the Bible. David, God's chosen king, has an affair with the wife of Uriah the Hittite, a foreigner, who is only loyal and obedient, so David has him killed. Jonah, God's chosen prophet, would rather run away and die than preach to the Ninevites, who immediately repented and turned to God. In the New Testament, we have the hypocritical Pharisees versus foreigners like the Roman centurion and the Syrophoenician woman, who both demonstrated great faith. Each of these narratives should serve as reminders that God's grace and righteousness aren't confined to those chosen by God. The lesson? If you're a Christian, you can still be a jerk, and you might be treating badly the very people God wants you to reach. Meanwhile, those same people who you assume are so far from God may be encountering Him despite you. If you found that interesting, why not watch this video on the 13th tribe of Israel?